afternoon and welcome to Panorama, reaching you live from NTA Maiduguri Network Center. On today's package, INEC speak on Saturday's supplementary elections in 6 states, fixes 13th April for Rivers State elections. Police and military collaborate to ensure a secure environment during the supplementary election. And as the world marks Water Day, our discussion segment will focus on the state of potable water supply. I am Naomi Aboku. Scheduled 13th of April for the conduct of supplementary elections for Rivers State, while governorship supplementary elections will not hold this week Saturday in Tafawa Balewa local government area of Bauchi and Adamawa states following court litigations. This was during a press briefing by INEC in Abuja. Mie Ogidi reports.
The Commission encourages all registered voters in the areas where elections will be conducted to come out and cast their ballots.
18 states will have the feel of election activities again. Though some are for state assembly seats with just few polling units, others National Assembly. But the major ones are the governorship supplementary polls in Benue, Sokoto, Kano, and Plateau states on Saturday, March 23rd. Rivers State will have its turn on the 13th of April 2019, while Adamawa and Tafawa Balewa local government area of Bauchi State will not take part in the governorship supplementary elections due to pending court litigations.
It should, however, be noted that the litigation and consequential order only affects the collation of results for the governorship election in Tafawa Balewa local government area. Consequently, the supplementary elections will proceed as scheduled on Saturday, the 23rd day of March 2019, in the other 15 local government areas of Bauchi State, as well as in the Krifi State constituency supplementary elections in Krifi local government area. Similarly, the Adamawa State High Court issued an injunction restraining the Commission from proceeding with the supplementary elections following the application by the Movement for the Restoration and Defense of Democracy, MRDD, a registered political party which did not take part in the main election. Notwithstanding the legal action over the supplementary governorship election, elections we hold in Nasarawa Binyeri State constituency in Mayobelwa local government area of Adamawa State, where the election had to be countermanded following the death of a candidate before the polls, as well as in the Obagaya State constituency in Hong local government area.
Even in the face of all these, governors whose elections have been concluded will go home with a certificate of return between the 27th and 29th of March 2019, while those whose elections are to be concluded in a later date will have their certificates of return on the 19th of April 2019. So, all eyes on March 23rd, for now, with a common prayer for these inconclusive elections to be concluded. Mie Ogidi, NTA News.
In the meantime, a total of 1,111 electoral offenders have been arrested by the police and military during the 2019 general elections across the country. The Force Public Relations Officer, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Frank Mba, disclosed this at a joint media briefing of the armed forces and police spokespersons at the Defense Headquarters in Abuja. Defense correspondent Ismail Musa reports.
Joint Security Spokespersons News Conference is to shed light on the operations of security agencies at the just concluded 2019 general elections and preparations for the March 23rd supplementary electoral process across the country.
The military in a joint
The forum noted that the involvement of military in the elections on the invitation of INEC is backed by the Constitution.
There is no doubt that the Nigerian police is the lead security agency tasked with the provision of security at the polls, while the military is to support the police and other security agencies by providing security at the outer corners.
On the alleged misconduct of some security personnel, the Force Public Relations Officer explained that investigations are ongoing.
The alleged involvement of some security agents in some of these unfortunate incidents is of serious concern to the military and the police high command. While we appreciate the fact that some of these issues may be as a result of the overzealousness of some personnel, it is instructive to note that some of these incidents were instances of impersonation by political thugs clad in military and police uniforms.
There is no loggerheads between the armed forces of Nigeria and the police force.
He assured the public that both the military and paramilitary security agencies are working together to create an enabling environment for voters. From the defense headquarters in Abuja, Ismail Musa, NTA News.
The Saturday rerun election will be held in 100 polling units in 5 local government areas of Imo State. Resident Electoral Commissioner Professor Francis Ezeonu disclosed this while speaking on the level of preparedness of the Commission for the rerun election. Beatrice Anyam reports.
4 government areas where the rerun election will hold include 12 polling units in Olu local government area, 9 in Ngokbala, 17 in Oguta and 15 in Isu, while Ikeduru local government area has the highest number of 47 polling units. Results of 22 out of 27 local government areas of the state have been declared before now. Imo State Resident Electoral Commissioner Professor Francis Ezeonu said election in the 100 polling units were disrupted with snatching of electoral materials and violence.
It borders on disruption. Our inability to complete the election in some of these places. So we are now going to run for a supplementary election in those areas that the elections were cancelled.
Speaking on the level of preparedness for the rerun election, the Resident Electoral Commissioner said,
we are prepared for the election on Saturday.
Professor Ezeonu, however, pleaded with politicians to conduct themselves as good managers and call their supporters to order. In Owerri, Beatrice Anyam.
Nigerians' accession to the 5 United Nations Convention to Road Traffic Management is a testimony that the country is on the path towards great road safety reduction of carnage on the highways. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, stated this when the Co-Marshal Baboyemi Oyeyemi led a United Nations delegation to brief him on the giant strides of Nigerians' accession to global monitoring standard in 2019. Anders Ahmed reports.
Good news from Nigeria, assuming this new status on road safety management confirms the readiness by the country in reducing carnage on the nation's highways, which on a daily basis cause deaths of people and loss to the economy. Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, renewed government's commitment towards improved road infrastructure, which will in turn put Nigeria on best global practice in road safety management in line with the United Nations legal instruments.
Has had a fair share of road fatalities, and whatever we can do to reduce that.
I think Nigeria has done a good job so far. It's on the right way.
A post-United Nations accession workshop is ongoing to equip officers of the Corps with new trends in road safety management. Anders Ahmed, NTA News.
The trial of the suspended Chief Justice of Nigeria, Walter Onogen, resumed this Thursday at the Court of Conduct Tribunal, Abuja, with more witnesses testifying for the prosecution. Olabode Arewa reports.
Resumed trial counsel to the Court of Conduct Bureau, Ali Umar, senior advocate of Nigeria, called the second prosecution witness, Awa Yakasai, a retired director at the Bureau. Under cross-examination, the witness said the Code of Conduct Bureau does not release public officers' asset declaration forms to the public for scrutiny. Counsel for Justice Onogen, Chief Adegboyega Awomolo, senior advocate of Nigeria, argued that one Dennis Aganya, who authored the petition, must have hacked into Code of Conduct Bureau ICT records and wants the tribunal to invite the petitioner to come and defend how he got the content of his petition. The defense also pointed out that Onoge's 2014 assets declaration forms had never been verified by the agency. Another witness, Ifeoma Okagwe, who is a staff of the Standard Chartered Bank, said Onoge opened 5 accounts with the bank between 2009 and 2011. 3 of the accounts were domiciliary accounts with balances of €10,187, £13,730 and $56,878 in the accounts as of January 2019.
The witnesses have given evidence, I've examined them, and I'm now to write my address.
Whatever the tribunal does with those facts are matters within its powers, but we have finished our duty.
The prosecution has now closed its case after declining to call the 3 remaining witnesses. The tribunal adjourned the matter to Friday, 29th of March 2019. In Abuja, Olabodarewa, NTA News.
Federal government says it is mobilizing all efforts towards putting the country on a sound footing for the attainment of good water and improved sanitation for all as being targeted in the Sustainable Development Goals 6. Minister of Water Resources Suleiman Adamu was speaking at the 2019 World Water Day press briefing in Abuja. Musbahu Abdul Wahab reports.
Leaving no one behind, the theme of this year's World Water Day commemoration is an apt reminder to countries of the world on provision of safe water for all. And with the prevailing situation of less than 7% access to public water supply in Nigeria, it is a call to action now more than ever.
Up till now in this country, there is not a single city that can boast of water supply, uninterrupted water supply 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Water Resources Minister says the WASH Action Plan, P-WASH and other programs put in place are all geared towards getting concerned persons, especially state governments, into taking action.
The way that states are paying lip service to water supply and sanitation, they need to take water and sanitation as top priority.
With more emphasis now on water as a human right, huge investment is required to meet this need. And the minister says the government is seeking the collaboration of development partners in this direction.
We made a case to the World Bank to provide funding. Our request is for about $700 million, $200 million for rural water supply to support P-WASH, and $500 million to support urban water.
The ministry says it has lined up activities for the March 22 World Water Day commemoration, which include inauguration of borehole projects in some rural communities within the FCT and Nasarawa states. In Abuja, Musbah and Wahab, NTA News.
Meanwhile, ending poor water supply and sanitation across Nigeria, especially in the rural areas, has continued to form the central theme of discourse as stakeholders advocate for its adequate representation in budgeting. The recent is at one-day stakeholders' engagement on preparation for 2019 sanitation and water for all sector ministerial meeting held in Abuja. Abdul Malik Adiyu has the details.
Nigeria's WASH Poverty Diagnostic Report of 2017 indicates that the country needs to invest at least 3 times more than what it does today to achieve the 6 XDG goals of clean water and sanitation for all. This stakeholders meeting is seemingly apt at initiating solutions that will save Nigerian sanitation sector of its critical condition and end inadequate access to clean water. National Coordinator, Network of Water Sanitation, NUSAN, Atta Benson says the sector's ministerial meeting is also in line with sanitation and water for all mutual accountability mechanism, all geared towards strengthening advocacy for our campaign in Nigeria.
We also join our voice to that of other partners in the sector and still call on the state government to wake up to their responsibilities, address water and sanitation issues in the rural area.
Responses from the stakeholders all frown at UNICEF's report, citing Nigeria as the second in open defecation ranking globally. Therefore, it was a call for action as regards tackling challenges and changing the narrative The theme of the meeting, which conforms with the World Water Day, Leaving No One Behind, is also emphasizing on inclusiveness for gender and persons with disabilities in the aspect of WASH policies and programs. In Abuja, Abdul Malik Adio, NTA News.
We now turn to our discussion segment, and with me in the studio is the director in charge of electromechanical, Borno State Ministry of Water Resources, Engineer Babagana Muruma. Welcome to Panorama.
Thank you very much.
How can you assess the situation of potable water supply in Nigeria?
Well, based on the Honorable Minister's engagement in gathering the stakeholders and MDAs across the state, reiterating how best we can make potable water, drinking water to our people by gathering us in Abuja and making some seminars and workshops to reiterate that water supply sanitation is the best to our people. That's what you can do. And when we come back to our state, we make sure the knowledge gained in that process, we will now pass it to our sister agencies. And then through our Honorable Executive Governor, Honorable Kashim Shettima, we will definitely get in touch and then make our people free from any jams, giving them a potable drinking water to our society.
Coming down to the state level, what is the state government doing?
Yes. Well, in the state level, with the situation we have now, you know, we have two sources of water. We provide water from the surface water and then through the drill borehole. And in the rural areas, we have some cement well and solar boreholes where they are not accessible to electricity. And at water treatment plant, we have two water processing facilities, raw water pumping station allow, and that water treatment plant where the raw water will be processed and treated and passed to the general public. Well, through the boreholes also, we have motorized borehole, solar boreholes, all are being pumped to the general public free from any jam. We make sure that we provided all necessary treatment process before passing to the general public. That will prevent this cholera and other water-related diseases.
Now, talking about the rural areas, particularly those affected by Boko Haram insurgency, putting into cognizance the number of water points destroyed by Boko Haram insurgents during the terrorist attacks in such areas.
Yes.
What is the government doing?
Government has started doing it. We have been doing it in most of the local government. We went there. We went to Bama, Kalabalge, Gamborongala, Mongono, Biu, and the other areas that was affected by the insurgents, and we have rehabilitated most of the boreholes, and they are now getting potable drinking water.
And still talking about the rural areas, now that the state government is resettling communities displaced by Boko Haram insurgency, what is the government doing towards making sure, as they move, water supply is adequate?
Yes, there is an agency. We have Rural Water Supply and Sanitation Agency. That agency is meant for drilling boreholes in rural areas. And we have them. We have the equipment. We have a lot of rigs being distributed across the state, and they have been drilling the boreholes to see that those have returned back to their houses will get water free from any jams. And government, His Excellency, Honorable Kashim Shettima, put more effort in getting these things done before the people will start crying about water supply. And we have been doing it.
Now, any challenge on the UN's projection of the 2030, when hopefully access to potable drinking water will be available to everyone?
Yes, Honorable Mr. Alhaji Suleiman Adamu has stated this in his media broadcast during the workshops and seminars that 2030 will be a pre-access. People will get pre-access to potable water, drinking water. That will be the best approach the Honorable Minister has ever done, because with this, we are sure that the budget will cover everywhere. The budget of the federal government will do it, and then equally state government also will provide a budget that will carry out as the Honorable Minister rightly stated in his media broadcast. And with this development, surely the government of Borno State will equally act on that, and then will provide potable drinking water to the people of Borno State come 2030.
So there is no cause for alarm?
There is no cause for alarm. The budget will translate everything.
Thank you very much. I've been speaking with Director in charge of Electromechanical Borno State Ministry of Water Resources, Engineer Babagana Muroma. Director, thank you for being part of the program.
Thank you very much.
And this is Panorama coming from NTA Maiduguri, and we say thank you for watching.